I'm Liv.
I'm Erica, and we're sisters.
Because I went into outpatient program. I was in the day program at the hospital, and I couldn't be alive for myself. I didn't care enough about myself at that time to live for myself. So I clung to the things that I did love. Like, you gave me a lifeboat because you gave me the love that I gave you, and more.
I always tried to treat you with the same respect, and yeah, like I was dropping you off at the hospital, and if you were being a pain to me, I would always tell you that up front. If I made you a sandwich to go to the day program, you were going to the day program, and I was not letting you not get out of bed. Like, I kind of made that a rule off the bat, and like you definitely like picked up on that.
And you held me to it too. Like, there were days where I was like, nah, I don't need to go to this today. I don't want to. I don't want to wake up. I don't want to get out of bed. And you were like, look, like, I'm giving up my day to do this for you, to drive you there and back, to make you food.
But I also tried to balance that with like maybe giving you a little bit more space, and like I think it's a hard balance when people are feeling down and like sick, because you don't want to hold them too accountable, but you also have to balance that with being like, no, I'm a person too, and I have feelings too, and you can't just, you know, completely exploit me to the point where it's taking like a toll on my mental health.
You never pretended to be my therapist. You never pretended to be my mom. Like, you were always my sister, first and foremost, and my support that I could lean on. And we would talk about times where my mom was doing her mom role as my support, and would be like, yeah, mom's being really annoying, and we could laugh about that and just be like, oh my gosh. You were very compassionate towards me, which is really important, because I never wanted to hurt you. I never wanted to hurt anyone, which I think people can kind of forget sometimes. Like, people will think that someone who's sick, their actions might be malicious in some way, but at least for me, it was never meant to be malicious. I just had so much pain inside me that I didn't know how to handle it, and I was scared. And if you back a dog into a corner, they're gonna bark and bite. But so you gave me that space that I needed. You never made me feel cornered, which made it easier for me to open up to you. And you understood that I couldn't think about your feelings at that time because I was so overwhelmed, but you still made sure to take care of yourself, and you still demanded respect from me, which I think is really important too, and I think it's a piece that a lot of people forget about being there for someone, is that you are still a person.
And I was lucky enough that summer to be in a position where I had time and I had energy, and like my mental health was in a pretty good place. Yeah, it was hard. Like, I'm not gonna lie and say that like it was a walk in the park and like it's just as easy as being your sister now. It was a really hard time for me and for us. In my role that I took on with you, like I always put myself first, but like you were a very close second. Does that make sense? Like, I felt like it's kind of like that, I know it's cheesy to say, but like you can't really love someone else unless you love yourself.
In being there for me, you trained me how to be there for other people. Like, whenever I'm there for someone else now, I'm like, how would Erica handle this? I'm like, how does she do it?